am bam damn a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes a heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Dante.
Alexander first down and more. Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns it corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
This guy's not going anywhere. Doesn't just roll out great players. He and his staff develop them. It's all about the process.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
Does put a smile on my face.
Good morning, fellas. How are y'all doing today?
Good morning.
And now he shuts up. Can you believe this?
Hey, good morning.
Oh, I'm doing great. I don't know why, if that's his floor or what. But
Don't make me go MA right off the bat. I'll get in trouble. Day ain't MA day.
Jeez. All right, let's say good morning to everybody. Let's say Jeff Stapleton, George Lambert, William Bright, let's see, Mr. Jones. Share the light. Hey, good morning to you, Share the Light. Glad you could make it, bud. Bobby Sprinkle. Let's see here. AJ Jones, good to see you this morning. Roll Tide, rise up, brother. Hey, good to see you. And let's see, Ken. Oh, yes, sir. Got to have a Ken. Be jamming. All right. Let's see here. That's all. Let's see the ones I see in here. So I hope everybody's having a great Saturday morning. I know it's kind of a drag football day because Alabama is not playing. Man,
we're doing something better, though. We're doing better. This is a bye week. We're getting better. We're getting healthier. And we're getting ready to put a smack down on them Bulldogs. That's what we're doing right now. So actually, this is still a great week for our Alabama. Road Tide. Road Tide.
Road Tide.
Boomer Sooner, baby. Woo!
All right, guys, before we get any further, I'll see. All right, let's see who's got what their standings are this morning. Jeff Roy put in a pick last week, and he got it right. He got one. Now, he picked Alabama, of course. Mr. Bama Red picked, he's got two. NSJ, he got two. It's a good thing he changed his little pick that week. I talked him into it, so great deal, great deal. So next one coming up, Roll Tide, rise up. You need to pick it up, baby. You're standing at 3. I think last week got a bunch of folks. It sure did. Let's see here. Rise up is at 3. Mr. George come in pretty hot and strong yesterday. See now he missed a couple of weeks. He's standing at 4. And let's see, we got a bunch of people standing at 5, and I'm gonna just start at the top of the list that I've got here. Jeff Stapler, you're setting at 5. Mr. Jones, you're setting at 5. AT, you're setting at 5. Ken, you're setting at 5. Todd, you're at 5. No, you ain't. B Jammin, 5. And the ones that are sitting at 6 is Steven. By the way, I am sitting at 5. Spencer is sitting at 6. And William Bryant is sitting at 6. It's looking good, fellas. It's looking good. I
You
think
got me minus one there, big boy. I got 6 wins. I won 3, 2, and 1.
No, you didn't. I'll go back and look and see, but I might have missed you on one. I don't really care much.
It's okay. You. I know you're honest, man. I really ain't worried about y'all jokes aside, guys. It's just oversight. And he'll catch it. I ain't worried about it.
Let's see here. Yeah,
they did go good last week, to Mr. Icebox. Congratulations on a perfect weekend. They're hard to come by, brother.
Yeah, they are. They are. That just got me into the game. That's all it did. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, everybody, y'all getting ready to knock this out? Because here we go. Kansas State versus BYU. BYU done me good last week, so go ahead there. AT, you said how you picked them. You go ahead.
Well, you went 3-0, but I'll go first on this one. Yeah, Kansas State's at BYU, and with Kansas State, of course, early in the season, it's hard for these numbers to really mean a lot just because they're skewed against teams that don't have a good schedule or a piss poor schedule or just a great schedule. But Tennessee. Kansas State is scoring 38 points, they're 38th in the country in points. BYU scoring a clip of they're 66th in the country. Kansas State is 63rd, and BYU is 13th. And these are total points given up. BYU is 13th in points given up. And since it's at BYU, I tell you, it's a hard one for me, guys. I know they're giving up 7. Kansas State's giving up to BYU, and that's a rough pick 'em. Even in so many ways.
Before you go any further, Kansas State is 6.5, which means 7 points. They got to win by 7, and they are at BYU's house.
Okay, that was the opening line, so it's went down a point. Okay. I'm going to go with BYU just because they're at home. I mean, Kansas State, I think Kansas State's going to win it, but I think BYU will cover. So I'm going BYU, just BYU instead of all that other talk, if you want to put it down.
Okay, so you're going to go with BYU.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Spencer, what do you got on this game?
Lock it in, K-State. Lock it in. There will be no changing. Lock it in. These boys are on fire. They're on a mission. And what I'm really liking about this team, is that the players has got this pissed off attitude like their coach. I don't know if y'all watch any interviews of their coach. It's like he's constantly mad, always mad. And if the PISS was something bad, I apologize. But this man looks ill all the time, and his players are playing ill, and I love it. And I'm going to be a K-State fan until they prove me wrong, because I'm loving it right now.
Okay, all right. Like I said, Kansas State has picked to win by 6.5. So that means 7 points. They're picked to win by 7. BYU's at home. Kansas State is number 12 in the polls. They ain't there for no reason. I know it's at BYU, and I know BYU done me good last week. They messed the spread up for them, and that gave me a point. And I would love to ride with them again. And like I said, I understand it is at BYU, but Kansas State, I think, is just going to be too strong. They will cover. I am picking Kansas State.
Yeah, that's a hard one. It's a nip and tuck kind of game, and BYU it's hard to pick against them down there in BYU, so that's the reason why.
Well, we all know Bill O'Brien.
Look on the bright side, AT. You may catch up with us on this one.
By the way, guys, just so you know, I do run a fair game. AT says he's sitting at 6th. I believe him. I will check him out, but I do believe him. I don't really have to. And Ken says he is up another one. So I added it to it. It's not a big deal. But guys, I appreciate you staying up with your scores because that helps me out a whole lot. You don't know how much I have to do to get this stuff going. All right. So our next pick. And before we even get a little bit further, guys, I hope you don't mind, but indulge us for a minute. Spencer, would you explain this for him?
I sure will. I had to go with a GoFundMe account that is linked to BAMA Sports bank account at Truist Bank. I tried to go with the Truist secured link, but they're proud of that link. And right now, we are not nowhere near capable of paying that type of monthly fee to give y'all that kind of secure link directly into the account. Because we need every dime we can get right now to give to someone or some families to go to ball games. So now if this takes off, this year it takes off, fine. I'll go and get a not-for-profit business license, blah, 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 and we'll go for it. Right now, we're not there. So I went for this GoFundMe. This is our account, and this is BAMA Sports here, so you can log on it and donate what you want, what you feel. The one thing I don't like about it is it puts an automatic go tip GoFundMe, but you can take that little lever and put it all the way down to zero if you want to. I don't know if I'm going to get me in trouble, but you don't have to tip someone that's already taken a percentage of your money. That's up to y'all. I'm just putting that out there. But right here is our take them out to the ball game fund that we're going to start collecting money. And as soon as we get it up enough to buy at least 2 tickets, 1 night motel, and a little bit for food and travel, we'll start asking people to start sending in emails so we can start voting on it. But the money's got to be in the bank, y'all. Money's got to be in the bank. Everybody here, we ain't got the money to send you, so the money's going to have to be in the bank.
Yep. And we sure would appreciate it because we would love to do this at least one time. Good grief. All right. Appreciate that, Spencer. So let me catch back up. Hey, 2-time. Good. Man, I just love 2-time. All right. There we go. Now let's move on to Utah versus Oklahoma State. This one is picked by 1 point on Utah. It is playing at Oklahoma State. Guys, Utah is ranked number 12, and Oklahoma State is ranked number 14, I believe. Yep, 14. I say again, Utah is picked by 1. Oklahoma State is at home. Go ahead, Spencer. Take off on that one.
This is pretty much a pick 'em, and I agree. It really is. Problem is, I do like Utah. I'm a Utah fan. They're showing me a lot of grit and a lot of gut. Oklahoma State, though, I got to give it up to the boys on their offense. So for me, it's Oklahoma State's offense against Utah's defense. I'm going Utah.
Going to Utah.
Yep.
Ken, we do not know anything about Utah, quarterback or not. We don't know. Hey, that's what makes this a game. All right. AT, go ahead.
Cam Rising is supposed to be back today. Now, is two different stories. Cam Rising is a quarterback, too. He is supposed to play today, and how well he is, I really don't know, other than the fact they said he's supposed to play. Oklahoma State is yet to find out what it means to play defense. They have yet to understand you keep them out of that side, and you go in that side, you score, but don't let them go the other way as fast as they can. And they ain't learned how to play defense. They couldn't stop me for running for 150 yards. I'm a 59-year-old man that can't hardly walk. Again, 20th in points allowed, and Utah's like 20th in points allowed, and they just – I like God, dog, I forgot the guy's name. Utah's head coach. I'm going Utah. I can't remember his name right now off the top of my head, but Utah's coach has been there for quite a while, and he's always had a good team. He's always been consistent. They ain't won no championships, stuff like that, because Utah just on a big base, the top 10 boys they're not going to be able to hang out with them week by week. So, but they always play good for them, play hard for them. So I'm going to take Utah, even though what game's at Oklahoma State. I think Utah could win it straight up.
They're going to have to.
I thought Oklahoma State was 2-point favorite.
I'll tell you what.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I thought it was a 1-point game, ain't it?
It is a 1-point Utah favorite.
1-point Utah game, yes.
Oh, it went the other way. Okay. When I wrote this down, it was negative -2.5 Oklahoma State, so everybody's jumping on Utah. So we picked a good team, Spencer.
Yep.
We'll see.
Yep.
Like I said, I'm going gut, man. I haven't done much research. It's what I see and a little bit I get to replay on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. I told you this was a hard week for AT to pick 3 teams. I think he done a good job. I really do. But man, it was tough. I mean, all your really good games is not yet. You know what I mean? So AT, you done a good job on these picks this week. All right. So Utah. Huh? Mike Gundy.
William's going with Mike over there.
Yeah, he's going OK State. I will tell you what, I'm going to have to, as much as I like Utah, I really do. They earned my respect when we played them years ago. But this is a different time and day and age. So being at Oklahoma State and it being just a 1-point favorite, I'm going to have to go with the home team on this one. I'm going to go with Oklahoma State.
I don't blame you on that at all.
Yeah, that way it kind of gives us the odds here.
What?
It gives us a little bit of odds on this one right here. So, yeah, I'm going to go with them. All right. Now, we're going to move on to our last pick 'em, as much as I hate to pick this game. All right. How much is the hype really, really worth on this one? Is Miss Cajun around, Spencer?
Nope, she's not.
She's
getting her nails done, getting ready for tonight's ball game. Yeah, you better wear you a mask. You're gonna cloud them eyes out. So she's sharpening up. You actually broke one last time. She backhanded me, so she got to go get that.
I think she's gonna be upset today, but I don't know.
All right, AT, this is your pick. I'm going to let you take off on it. Tennessee is ranked number 6. Oklahoma is ranked number 15. Tennessee is picked to win by 6.5, which means they have to win by 7 points. They are playing at Oklahoma's house. Should be a great game for you guys, Kim and Miss Cajun and any other Tennessee fan watching later on. So, all right, AT, have off on this one.
Well, this is going to be old Nicky boy who needs his green card stamped each week to stay in the United States. Big week. This dude is going to be going to play his first game against a team that has what they call a heartbeat. If you put your hand right here and you feel a little beat right there, it's called a heartbeat. So, you're going to be traveling out to Oklahoma today, Mr. Nicky, and, I'm telling you now, son, Oklahoma's defense is better than any you played. And I don't know how good you're going to respond against that loud crowd that's not, hollering go Vols. They're going to be hollering boomers sooner, and they're going to be shooting guns in the air every time Oklahoma scores on you. I know Tennessee ain't played nobody yet so far this year. They got the highest scoring offense in the country. But, again, Miami shows high school could play them better than the teams they've played so far at this point in time. They've had a cupcake schedule, and that's okay. They're going to start playing some teams now. But I look forward to this game simply because I don't know if Nico, Emi-Abba-Labba-Dabba-Dee-Ba-Dabba, can keep it up with what he's been doing against these other teams. And I just don't – they're going to spread them out. And, of course, Josh Heupel's coming back to where he won the Heisman Trophy, and he got fired and all this, and he's all upset. So he's marked this day, and he's circled this day, and he's going to have them boys ready to rock and ready to roll. But going into Oklahoma as a first-time starter, I'm not saying Tennessee won't win the game. I'm saying they will not cover the spread. So, again, I'm going with Oklahoma. Oklahoma's got a defense. I thought, again, Tennessee ain't played nobody. They gave up second least points in the country. Tennessee has. But this is the first competition again. Now, like I said, they played that actually can feel a heartbeat. Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma wins straight up, but I'm going to take Oklahoma, to cover at least, if not to win straight up. What about it, Mr. Spencer?
What if I wanted to go next?
You go next, brother. You go ahead. You go next. Save me for last on this one. Go for it, big dog.
All right. I think I will. All right. AT, you picked Oklahoma, correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Hey, Tommy, on the last box, why don't you go second?
All right. Here's my take. Let's see here. Where's that little button at that I've been practicing on?
Oh, here I go.
Yeah, I'm like B Jam, and I'm shocked that it's so small. Tennessee does have a high-powered offense. We all know that. And Nico is doing good and all that kind of good stuff. But I'm going to tell you what, you are playing a tough team in Oklahoma. I don't care. They are ranked number 15. So they are still playing decent football down over there, and you're playing at their house. They're not going to lay down for you. They're not going to lay down for you, none at all. So that being said, I'm looking at it from the standpoint of winning this game, Pic'Em game. I'm not here to be picking on fans of Tennessee or the team themselves or Oklahoma. I'm trying to win this game. I'm trying to make it competitive in this game. So at this point, I'm going to have to pick. It's only a 7-point favorite. I'm going to go with Oklahoma.
I thought sure as the world you can go for that big ugly orange, man. I thought I had you.
Ha ha ha. Well, we'll see. We'll see. All right, Spencer.
Made it simple. Oklahoma. Welcome to the SEC.
Yeah.
You haven't showed me jack shit. Tennessee. Y'all showed me you can beat up on high school teams. But you beat up on them well. You beat up on them so damn much that their grandkids are going to have black eyes and a sore butt. I mean, y'all did good. That's what you're supposed to do. Kudos. I'm proud of y'all. Really am. Y'all going to Oklahoma. Oklahoma's defense, by what I gather, I don't know, I gather is improved a little. But looking at who the opponents they played and still being ranked 15th, I think they're getting that sooner bump because they like getting bumped sooner than later. So I'm thinking they're getting that little sooner bump. So I'm going with Tennessee. If I was a betting man, the first half I'd go under in points. I'd probably bet Oklahoma in the first half. But at the end of the game, I say Tennessee beats them by 23 plus. I'm going Tennessee.
That dude right there is married to a Tennessee person. Y'all don't pay no attention to him. He can't help it. He's trying to protect and cover his butt. Mr. Cajun to get him.
Hey, seriously, this is a tough pick. It really is. I mean, you got the high power Tennessee versus Oklahoma. Yeah, well, I know why you done it.
No, you don't.
You can say all the statistics you want to. We know why.
Happy wife, happy life. Yes, sir.
That is right. That is right. All right, guys, if you don't mind, I know a lot of y'all have already been voting. I'm glad you have and put it in your picks. But if you want to, and it helps me out at the end of the show and keeping up with the scores, if you will put all three of your picks in, just like Todd Coburn just put in there. And so did Jeff Staples. He puts in all three of his picks. If you don't mind, do the same. If not, I'll go back through and check them out. But we will get it right. I think I got everybody straight now. Glad y'all helped me out on that. But anyways, before we move on, I wanted to talk about something. If right now, if it was to be the playoffs, do you realize that the SEC would have 7 representatives in the playoffs right now? If they was to play it right now. AT, you still awake?
Yep. That's why I was giving you a minute to let that soak in. Everybody hear what you said. I just everybody knows the SEC is the best conference in the league, and everybody understands the SEC plays the best all around. We don't we don't play just offense like a lot of teams do throughout the country. We also wind up playing defense. You'll see why the SEC has so many teams that's going to be in the playoffs. We all already know this. Y'all Alabama fans for the most part, and the ones that ain't, you're still SEC fans pretty much. I don't think there's anybody here outside the SEC. When they say it just means more, that's just a cliche or however you want to talk, but it is better. All around football, special teams, offense, defense, and even the water boys are better, down here in the SEC. I mean, you got so many good head coaches that come through here, and you look around and all the head coaches throughout the country that started in the SEC that are doing good elsewhere. They come out of the SEC, not that they had to, but a lot of them have come out of the SEC. And it ain't going to slow down anytime soon. Now, DeBoer at Alabama did come out of the SEC, but, you're going to have some guys like that are good outside of here. But it ain't going to be it ain't going to make the rest of the country happy. Last year they was mad because we got in over Florida State. Well, we happened to beat the number one team in the country, and we got in. Georgia didn't. Florida State did. Hey, Florida State, what are you doing? What the heck are you doing? Watch y'all's record? Okay, then talk to me about the SEC again. I mean, there ain't no way. But at the end of the year, we're gonna have at least 5, if not 6 of them by the end of the year being in the playoffs.
All right, let me say this much. Now, this is the ESPN ranking. Texas, number 1, Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Missouri, Miami, Oregon, Penn State, USC, and Utah. We already talked about a couple of these teams already this morning. And now we'll go back to – now, that's just the top 12, okay? Just below them, of course, you've got Kansas State. LSU's in there, but that's not going to happen. So, anyways, let me go back. And
USC won't be there at the end of the year either, I don't think. They can't play defense.
No, I don't think so either. Standings. I'm not going to go through all that. But anyways, the other one has gotten Georgia number 1 still. And I think that was the AP poll. But the rest of it was pretty much the same. Spencer, what's your thoughts on that?
Me, it's kind of simple. Unless everybody's thinking an SEC team with 3 losses going to get into a 12-team playoff, I don't see it happening. But we're getting ready. The middle and the back end of all of our schedules, we're playing each other.
Mm-hmm.
So you looking at, I'm saying, I'm going with 4 teams, 4 SEC teams, maybe 5 in a 12-team playoff, maybe. And that's the only reason I say maybe is if they're in whoever they choose as the SEC title 2 players that. The loser might get in, So I'm going 4. I'm going 4 because we're going to start beating ourselves up real damn quick.
I think so. And that's what hurts us. Okay. Here's my next point. Next week's game, they have already got out some point spreads on the Georgia-Alabama game. Alabama at home, and they are picking Georgia to win by 3.
Yep.
By 3.
I
don't see that happening.
Well, I don't either. But we've already proven we can't kick field goals. Again, we've had 1 shot and we missed it. There you go.
I tell you what, Speaks would find out too. Georgia lost their best offensive lineman, Tate Ratledge. He's a left or right guard. I think he's a left guard. And not only is he their best, he's going to be a first-round pick in the NFL draft. Well, he messed his MCL up and his ankle up on the same leg. He is not going to be playing. There is no way. If he plays, he's about 40%. So he's going to be out. They had 3 defensive players out against Kentucky. I'm not sure which of them 3 are going to be. I think one of them ain't going to make it back in time. But Tate Ratledge being out is just like it was when Caden Proctor was out on our team. and you've seen how Kentucky played them. Tate Ratledge went out about halfway through the second quarter in that game. Next week against us, he ain't going to be in there at all for the entire game. Their left offensive tackle, I forgot the kid's name now, but their left offensive tackle was like Caden Proctor was last year. He's real susceptible to the outside rush. The speed rush, man, Kentucky was getting by him one-on-one, and I'm sitting there thinking, they need to chip block with it, and they might get that between now and Alabama. I mean, they're going to have to see it because there's no way they can miss it. That kid was outclassed by Kentucky all night long. And so when it comes down to it, I don't know if it's going to, I don't know if Georgia stay within 2 touchdowns of us, guys. And I know that sounds awful awful big-headed and all this early in the year. Players get hurt, but that does mean something. Next up means something, but it also means you're taking a first-round offensive lineman out and putting in maybe a true freshman somewhere, and that matters.
Yeah, that's why I love college football. Mm-hmm. You got anything you want on that one, Spencer?
Well, actually, I do. First thing is, on your big head, man, you're like that little lollipop you get at a bank, man. That thing is so damn not big around than that. Besides that, let's talk about this real quick.
Looks like it'd been sitting in the car for about a year or two.
Yeah, it's been there for a while. Anyway, little dust. They got the Georgia. What we're looking at this year, they're coming to Alabama. They are a better team than what they play Kentucky. I believe that. I'm preaching it. I'm telling you, them boys didn't give a damn about Kentucky. They didn't play like they gave a shit. The coaching staff, the play calling, Kirby Smart didn't even give a shit about that. And it showed. I'm sorry, it showed. So I think they're going to be prepared. They got a week off for us also. I think it's going to be one hell of a game. One hell of a game. I'll still say we're going to win. I'll say we're going to cover. But I don't know if this will be the last time we see Georgia. I know a lot of people saying Georgia can only get this one loss because they're going to carry another one later. A lot of people saying it's Ole Miss. Yeah, I'm not sure, y'all. I'm not sure. But to me, right now, what I'm seeing, and you're talking about AT is talking about their tackles being going to hurt and be slow. But I'm telling you, the drugs they got going on down there, Georgia, the way they're speeding around, I don't know what they got up their nose, up their ass. I don't know. These boys are speeding everywhere they go. There's some serious drugs going on down there. I'm just saying. If it can stand up, it's playing. That's my opinion.
This, I hope we win. Just for this, I would love to get a roll tide out of Kid just one time. And it's public. It is public now, baby. It is public now.
We'll let Ken call in and do that one.
Yes, sir. That go right. Thanks, Ken.
I'll give you my personal phone number, Ken, and you can call me, and I'll put it right here in front so everybody can hear it.
Yes, sir. We want vocalization. We don't want none of this type out stuff. All right, guys. We're gonna put an end to the show today. You got anything else, guys? AT?
That's it, brother.
Roll Tide, guys. I hope we have a good day, and I hope I go 3-0 and y'all go 0-3.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good luck on everybody's picks. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Good luck to y'all, and don't forget to GoFundMe program that we're starting up. And guys, I hope y'all help us out, and we would love to send it. I really would. That would just be amazing. So, anyways, guys, we're out here. We might try to come on tonight. I don't know. Alabama ain't playing. What are we going to talk about next week's game? So,
Tennessee, Oklahoma.
Anyway, yeah, I guess we can. Will Cajun be home?
That would be it. I mean, who else we got? LSU and who?
What kind of score you want to give it, Spencer? If you had to nail down a score against Tennessee, Oklahoma, what would you think? What did you say the final score was a while ago? Just off the
No,
top
what
of
I
your head.
score, I'd say that by the game's over with, Tennessee will win by 23 points, is what I said.
Okay. 3 touchdowns.
So I'm going, honestly, I think it's going to be more than that. I'm going to go 43.
Wow.
19.
43. Ooh, at Oklahoma
43.
for a
I
first
know
game.
Tennessee will score over 40 points against that OU's offense. I know they will. They have not met nobody like Nico. I mean, I'm sorry. I know y'all saying I'm married to my wife. She's a Tennessee fan, which is true. Which is true. But I tell you right now, when Cam Newton first showed up at Auburn, my first phone call was to my brother I love from another mother who happens to be a alumni from that Cal area down there. And I told him, y'all went in natty with this guy. He just came. I said, I'm telling you, this guy has the talent to win a natty. Y'all will win a natty with this guy. They did.
We'll see.
I'm just saying.
I'm sticking. I've already made my pick, and you're not going to talk me out of it. I kind of wish I could, but I'm not going to.
It's okay.
Nope.
Too late.
Yep.
It's locked in.
It's locked. Yep, I am locked. 40. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here.
That's a 24.
Hey, but I did write the score down. I wanted to see how good you really are on picking.
That's just gut, y'all. That's just gut. That's just gut feeling.
Yep. All right, 43-19. I got it wrote down. So, all right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Y'all come back and see us. We may just come on tonight and just have a little bit of fun. Hope you guys would join us if we end up doing so. So, guys, y'all take care. Enjoy your football Saturday. And y'all come back and see us and have a good afternoon.
All right, baby, put that shotgun down now.
You've got to be better in all 3 areas of life, which, of course, are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'll be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy Rotten, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those 3 areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at a time, 4 years from now, why, we'll be walking out of here